been a long day. Recording this at 5 o'clock Sunday evening. Oh joy. Just got home from New York, but not New Jersey, thank you. And, well, I made money. Hooray for me at the Berlin Farmers Market in New Jersey, which is where I sell my provisions and my goods. Thank you very much. That's nothing. Don't worry about that. Of course, I forget one thing. Pardon me. It's just when you're trying to get stuff together to do this, you gotta remember what was what. Plus, I like to do pickups first. And pickups is what I shall do. First of all, from a good buddy of mine, Bob Teller. He's in our Power Rangers group on Facebook. Real good guy, and I was able to buy myself the Mystic Force Morpher from him for a very decent price, in my opinion. He didn't have the clip for the belt, but I don't care. It's a cell phone. You put it in your pocket. Works and everything, just needed batteries. Thankfully, I had a lot of AAA. And also picked up 2 other games at CEX. It's a game store, used game store around our area. And what is it? I got Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Haven't played this yet, but I've heard good reviews. I gotta stick it in like 360 sooner or later. And Tales of Vesperia, which I've heard is like this and The Lost Odyssey are the 2 best RPGs on the 360. I've tried it. It's a little different, but I just gotta get used to it. Next off is the flea market finds. I'm just gonna strictly do video games and then toys. Alright, people? Stay. You're last because you're the treasure. We have our usual guy. He comes only on Sundays, which is not too bad. I never really went through his PS1 collection, or his for sale games. These were like $2 each, 3 for $5, and I was fine to play these. All these discs have light scratches, nothing too heavy, and they're sure to play. I got Tiny Toon Adventures, Plucky's Big Adventure. They're all in very decent shape. None of the cases are broken. Nickelodeon's Rugrats Search for Reptar. I was a big Nickelodeon nut as a child, and the Rugrats was a always popular one with me. And a game that brand new series on Disney Science Picture TV. I like the show, so maybe the game will be good. How many times have many people said that? I got Buzz Lightyear, Star Command, or Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Okay. For the PS1. All those 3 for $5. I was okay in paying that. I'm sure each of these games is at least a $4 title. So 4, 8, 12. There you go. I saved $7 on it. Plus with shipping. These were $1 a piece. I checked all the discs. They're pretty much good. Wish they were the black label, but I can deal with greatest hits. But what is it? I got Pac-Man World 2. Ratchet and Clank, which I've never tried, and no manual, but I've heard this is a decent game. And Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex. So, all in all, decent amount of games. This isn't really video game-esque, but it is game-related. For 50 cents for both, I got these old... You see, that's like the whole fossil set for Pokemon. But on the other side is the instructions on how to play. And this is a big map. Why don't we have maps this big anymore, people? Damn eco tree huggers. But the new playmat is like one of this. It's like from here to here, and it's tiny. I wish they put these in the booster packs. Or the starter decks now, because these are pretty good. I got that one, and then where'd the other one go? That one was for the fossil set. This one, I believe, is for the base set. Here's one side. I'm going to try and get it in there. There we go. And here's the other side, which is official. This is like, you don't need to look at the rules anymore. Like, there's places for your deck, the side deck, the reward cards. There's the other side. Pretty big, and for 50 cents for both, I wasn't about to pass them up, so I grabbed them. Hard to tell how this one folds, though. And speaking of Pokemon, I went to a reseller. I don't always go to resellers, but when you're looking for a game and you don't want to go to a high reseller, you work with the lower resellers. But I grabbed... Unfortunately, it had the Blockbuster label on it. I'm not too happy about that, but for an N64 game that I've wanted to play, I need to clean it and I need to test it, because there's a little bit of corrosion. There's a little bit of green in there, but I can clean it and test it. But for $10, I got Pokemon Stadium, and the label's pretty good. There's only a little nick right there on the corner on the bottom. This game belongs to... Why did they put that on there? You can just easily write your name up here, or the name of the game on the side. I mean, why the heck did you need that little bar there? It kind of ruins the label for me. Because I was smart enough not to write my name on mine. On to toys. Some of you who watched this video saw a slight preview. Unless you're on the Power Rangers group on Facebook with us, you really... That's just how it is with me. I'm on so many groups on Facebook. It is no joke. I think I got at least 10. And I know a lot of people have more, but I have enough because I'm finally, I guess, a moderator for the Power Rangers fan group finally. But I posted this on there because this is the only Power Rangers-esque thing, even though it isn't. It's Sentai. As you can tell, this is from Sun Volcan. Pardon me, because it's hard for me. Sun Volcan, Cosmo Volcan. Okay, stickers on here. I found this guy with a bunch of other G1 Transformers. Now, those G1 Transformers, they're already sold. Because I have a buddy of mine, he likes G1. I'm not a huge person of G1, but if I can make my money back, I can do that. I spent like $30 on a bag with that and a bunch of others. And he took like 4 G1 stuff for $30. I made my money back. Done deal. I was happy. He's happy. We're all happy. I think I'll stick with something a little different. To those of you who know Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, does this look familiar? Because this is part of Xeon / well, it is technically Xeon, but I don't remember the name. I have this. Mine is a little different. I actually have the gold piece that would go here for the helmet. But mine is actually cracked in this general area. And I tried to super glue it back and it didn't work. So to have one that looks a little bit nicer, I'm probably going to swap the parts on them. Like this chrome area here, I think the one on mine's a little bit better, so I'll try and pop this out and put the other one on. But I gotta get the gold piece for that part right there. But that was just $1, so I was happy to find that, but I cannot find for the life of me the parts for that drill. On to the Transformers, which is... it's only 4. Yeah, I would have had more, but sold 4 G1s, because I'm not a big G1 guy. Should have kept them. No weapons, but I just sold them off. And I had an Energon Galvatron, the 2-pack one, the short one. No horns, but he was practically all there. I got him for $1, sold him for $7. You gotta pass on the savings on the people. That's just how it is. I was asking 10, I took 7. But Transformer-wise, take that off. I'm pretty... From what I've been told, this is G2, because there's no metal on him, but I don't know. But I got an Inferno, and he doesn't have his hands. He's pretty loose here on the arms, but that's what you're going to get when you have old G1s. And he looks pretty official. feet are pretty nice. I haven't really found a date. This might be a knockoff, but if it is, I only paid $1 for it, so I'm not about to complain. Because you can always take parts off a knockoff and put them on an original. It'll still work fine. Is that Volcan? I don't know. Why is there a post there? Let's see. Another one that I actually got for $1 is a G2 Snarl? Is it Slag? No. Snarl. Slag was the Triceratops. This might be Snarl. But G2, post for the head is good, post for the tail is good. Has a little bit of looseness here. I'm going to try and tighten him up. His legs don't like to pull out, so I'm going to unscrew them and try and figure out what's wrong. But for $1, I'm not going to complain. And I found him along with Inferno and the Energon Megatron. And that was like $4 spent. Well, actually, no. It was $4 spent after I found this guy. I'm actually going to save him for last because I'm actually shocked to find him. But the last and only G1 that I got out of that little bag of stuff that no one really bought. He's missing his back fin, and he doesn't have his fists or his guns. But I don't have any money into him now, but I have a G1 Sunstreaker. Now, he doesn't have his back fin, he doesn't have his fists for his hands, he doesn't have any of his weapons. But to have literally no money into him, I'm perfectly fine with that. He's in very nice shape. None of the paint on his feet is really going anywhere. There's just a tiny bit underneath there. But I'm happy to get a Sunstreaker for no money. It's a cool car. That's all I can say. That's probably why I might just keep it, because it's a cool car. But the one I got, the first and final thing that I got for $1. He's a little rough. Some of his stickers are gone. No sword, no trailer, no missiles, no discs. I've seen people ask some crazy money for him. I've seen people ask okay money for him. For $1, I'm not about to not pick up my very first Transformer that I don't have, that I'm glad to have once again for $1. G2 Laser Optimus Prime. Now, I do not have a G2 Laser Optimus Prime in my collection at all. Possibly because I sold my first one long ago when I was like 11. I'm 23 now. And to have him again back in my possession, I'm glad to say that I have him once again. But that is the general way of going to a flea market. You've got to go, and if you don't go, you're not going to find anything. And hopefully next weekend I go, because the guy I bought the bag full for $15. He said he might have more Transformers. Apparently he had 3 bags before I got there full of them, and I missed out. I could have had so many G1 toys, maybe only for $40. That's the way flea marketing go. And yes, I did just quote the Game Chasers. If you don't watch the Game Chasers, watch the Game Chasers. They're pretty fun. For Texas boys. Alright guys, I'm signing out. I need to rest up. It's WrestleMania weekend. I'm going to my cousin's to watch WrestleMania. I'm going to eat. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to be over there for WrestleMania. See you around, guys.